What's up, everybody? Justin here. The Winds of Change is the channel name. Thank you for stopping by. I want to share with you today a few of the highlights, few items from my last shipment to Amazon FBA warehouse. Now, the box that I sent in is going to make about $675 profit when everything sells. And what I want to do is share with you a couple of those highlights. You're going to want to stick around to the end of this video because at the end, I'm going to show you the inventory lab breakdown of these items that actually sold already. Because I want you to know that this isn't just something I'm telling you you could do. I'm not just pulling something up online and making up numbers. These are actual items that I sourced personally, put into a box, put a label on them, send it out to Amazon FBA, and it's sold to a customer for a profit. So make sure you check that out at the end. I don't want to spend a lot of time in this intro. I want to get you right down to the brass tacks, the nuts and bolts. I want to show you what you came here to see, items to resell online for a profit. Let's go ahead and check them out. Item number one that I want to show you is this one right here. The Disney Pixar Cars Easy Idle Racing Tractor. Now, I have a couple videos to where I'm going to Walmart and I'm looking for clearance items to resell. And if you watch those, you'll find out that I always check these Disney Pixar cars. I got into selling these on eBay a few years back. And these things, they maintain their value for some reason. People really like to collect them. They really like them. Kids like them. Adults collect them. I don't know what it is that keeps them holding their value so long. But I was lucky enough to come across this one at a Walgreens. That's right, a Walgreens. A lot of people don't think about sourcing there, but I've been stopping by recently. It doesn't take me long to go through it because even if you find something good, a lot of times they're only going to have maybe 5, 6 in stock. So I check out the toys and I check out some of the food and I just see if there's any clearance. But this is one thing that I always look for, and this is why. Now, I only picked up one of these because that's all that they had, and I just scanned it, right? This one says new to 2021. I had no idea if it was worth anything, but I scanned it, and boy, was I surprised. I paid $6 for this, and I actually sold mine for $29.98, making $15.68. That's not bad for spending a couple minutes in a Walgreens, right? And I think this was the only thing that I found on that trip, but I got it during my lunch break at work, actually. Took my lunch break, stopped in, picked this thing up. Look at it now, though. It's selling for $31.99 now. So if this is something you come across now, you're going to even make a little bit more. Check the keeper graph. The price has gone up over the last few months. It was $19.97, $16.99, and even at those prices, you're still going to make a profit, right? But it's been pretty high here the last couple months or so. So this was a really good find, and I'll show you the actual sale of this as I mentioned earlier at the end of the video. Definitely a sweet find on the Disney Pixar cars die cast. Let's get into the next one. Now this next one is something that I picked up at Walgreens as well. Again, during my lunch break. It was not at the same time, so I didn't pick up these two items at the same trip. They were on 2 different days, and they were chocolates, right? So chocolate is something that you're not going to be able to sell if it is during the season where Amazon doesn't accept meltable items. So today is the 13th of March, and April 14th is when Amazon is going to stop taking these. So if I would get these today, I probably wouldn't send them in because there's only about a month or so before Amazon stops taking them. But I sent these in back in February. They were fast sellers and they sold really quickly and I made a good profit. This is Gadiva Valentine's chocolate. Let's take a look. Here it is, Gadiva, or is it Godiva? I'm going to say Gadiva. Gadiva Valentine's Edition Assorted Chocolate Domes. These were a clearance item. These were clearanced out after Valentine's Day, and I ended up paying $3 a piece for them. They're selling for $14.70. Well, they were a couple minutes ago when I pulled this up. Looks like they're selling for $13.47 now. So let's put that in. And I got these things for $3. It's a $5.58 profit. What's the sales rank? 87,000 in grocery and gourmet food. I'm still experimenting with food. I'm trying to stay under like 50,000 to play it safe with expiration dates and stuff. But I think I'm finding that like anything under 100,000 seems to be doing pretty decent. Let's take a look. Yeah, so here was 86,000, 94,000, selling for 12 bucks. So the price you can see started off pretty high back here in January. Then it went down. But at the 80,000 something seller rank, I mean, they're still selling quite a few a month. So may need to look at capping that at the 100,000 for groceries. About $5 profit on each one of those. That is a great deal. They sold quick. And I will show you the proof of those sales after this next item, which is Clairol, some sort of hair dye root touch-up product thing that I got from Ollie's Bargain Hunt. Let's check that one out. Clairol, nice and easy, root touch-up, 6.5A. I found these at Ollie's Bargain Hunt. And I'm actually going to post up here at the top the video that you can check out to see me live and in action buying these things. You can see me pick them up, scan them, put them in the cart. So if that's something you're interested in, then please check out that video so you can see sort of how the whole process went. Right now they're selling for $10.99, and if you pay $3 like I did, you're going to get about $2.50, which isn't horrible. I mean, you know, you sell two of them, you're making $5. So you're spending $6 and you're making $5 back. They have an excellent seller ranking, 79,000 in personal care. So unlike like different categories have different good seller rankings, right? So if you got 79,000 in something like video games, it's not going to be as good as 79,000 in health and beauty. And this is what I'm trying to figure out in the grocery category. Like I just said, 86,000 was decent from what I saw, but I'm trying to stay under 100,000 still until I'm a little bit more comfortable with it. If I saw anything in health and beauty under 100,000, I would pick it up if it made a profit because I'm familiar with that category and I know that that's going to move quick. $2.54 is what you'll make now. I actually sold these for $11.49, and so I was almost doubling my money. So you spend $3, you make $3 back. It's 100% ROI. That's pretty dang good. And see what I mean about the 100,000? Look at all these down dips over the past 3 months. I mean, this thing is selling pretty well. And when we get to that, I'll show you how many sold and then how many I have left. But they sell pretty quick. I want to say I picked up 24 of those Clairols. You can double check the video, the Ollie's video where I picked them up, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I picked up 24 of those on that specific trip. So you're making $3 a piece on them. That's like almost $70 right there. Pretty good deal. So let's get into the brass tacks here. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of what actually sold. And at this point, some of you with big brains are going to think that this is super cool. Some of you may just think it's interesting, and some of you may choose to opt out at this point in the video. If that's the case, I hope you have a great morning, day, or night, whatever it is, and that you come back for some more tips. Those of you that are sticking with me, though, let's go ahead and dig into it. Okay, the stayers, the ones who are in it for the long haul. I appreciate you. And for that, I am going to go through, as promised, some of the inventory lab reports here on what I actually sold. But first, let's look at the box as a whole. 21 MSKUs, means 21 different types of items, 71 items total, 84,000 average seller rank. This is how much it's going to be valued at. So when I sell everything, this is the money that, like your gross, right? This would be before like taxes and fees and all that kind of stuff. Buy cost, this is what I paid. So I'm spending $400 and bringing in almost $1,600, but only being left over with $675. That's just the way that Amazon works. They got hefty fees, but it's totally worth it for me because everything is outsourced. Storage, customer service, shipping, all that stuff is outsourced. Totally worth it for me. $675. ideally is the profit from this box. Let's take a look at some of the items. Cars, Disney Pixar cars. Here it is, see? Look, Walgreens, where I got it from, only got one of them. Somebody ordered one of them. Nobody's returned it yet, thank goodness. Revenue, what I sold it for, $29.98. My cost, $6. The total profit, right here, $15.71 at a 261% ROI. That is amazing. Wish I could sell stuff like that all day, every day in an endless supply. That'd be the way to go, right? But that's not the case with retail arbitrage. So we'll take this one as a win and keep our eye out for the next time we come across this item. Next, here's the Clairol's. Picked them up, Ollie's Bargain Outlet. So far, I've sold 16, and this was from a few days ago. I've sold a few more since then, but at the time I got this report, I sold 16 of them, 1.06 per order, so I think somebody probably ordered 2. Revenue, $194. I have 7 left on hand right now, or at the time of me getting this report anyway. I paid $3 for them. $50.67 is what I profited, and that is a 99.35% ROI, and that's phenomenal. That's doubling the money. So altogether for the Clairol's, that averaged about $3.17 profit per item. Last one here, the Gadivas, the Valentine chocolate. This is where we got them, Walgreens. I bought 5, sold 5. People ordered 1 at a time, $60. Average cost to me was 3. Profit, $22.09. ROI, 150% ROI. Again, that is amazing. So for those, it ended up being about $4.42 profit per item. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that gave you some ideas of things to look for. And I hope that sharing the actual solds really just solidifies the idea that this can be something that you do, even part-time. Those 3 items that sold in the amount that they have so far is about $88 in profit. If you take the extra 7 Clairol's that I still have and say $3 profit on each of those, that's going to be $110 out of that box that came from those 3 items. So that's why I always say it's about building a box, right? I'm not going to be able to find enough of those chocolates or enough of the Disney Pixar Cars toys to fill up a whole box, and sending one in just isn't worth it. But you can build these into a box and then pack it up, label it, send it out. And you end up with a box, instead of making $15, you're making $675. And that's sort of the method that I take. The Clairol's, now you could argue that I could go to a bunch of different Ollie's and find enough of those Clairol's, and they may fill up their own box. And I've done that before, and that's always nice. It makes it super easy to do it that way. But that's not the case all the time, right? So if we can't fill everything up with one item in a box, we're going to build a box. And once we build that box, we're going to send it out, we're going to make money. So I hope that's drilled into your brains that you can do it. You can build a box. You can get started on Amazon FBA. You can make a profit. You can look out for items like I just showed you, and you can get going. But hey, you got to be the one to put into work. You can't just sit around and watch YouTube videos all day thinking about it. You got to actually do it. And I would encourage you to do that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Share it with everybody, family, friends, homies. Share it to the world. We're almost at 1,000 subs. We'll get there pretty quick, I know it. By the end of March, I want to hit 1,000. And you all have been an important part of that process. And I thank you very much. And I hope that you're learning something here on this channel. And until next time, keep hustling, and I'll catch you later.